The interior of the paint company is filled with vibrant colors, paint samples, and the smell of fresh paint. Mr. Roger, a middle-aged man with a friendly demeanor, stands behind the counter. Ross and Blake enter the store, and Ross waves to Mr. Roger. "Hey, Mr. Roger, thanks for meeting with us today," Ross says. Mr. Roger smiled warmly. "No problem, Ross. Always a pleasure." "And you must be Blake. Nice to meet you." "Yeah, nice to meet you too," Blake responds nervously, shaking Mr. Rogers' extended hand firmly. "So Ross tells me you're looking for a job. You got some experience with painting?" Mr. Roger asks. Blake nods. "Yeah, I've done some work here and there. I'm really just trying to get back on my feet and find something steady." "That's good to hear. We're always looking for reliable people. We got a few projects coming up and I can use an extra hand. It might be a good opportunity for you to show what you can do," Mr. Roger offers. Blake looks relieved. "I appreciate that. I'm ready to work hard and prove myself." "Great attitude. We'll start you off with some smaller tasks just to see how you handle things. If everything goes well, we'll talk about more responsibilities," Mr. Rogers says sincerely. Ross looks at Blake, a hint of pride in his eyes. Blake been through a lot, but he's serious about turning things around. "I'm sure he'll be a great asset." Mr. Roger nods. "I'm willing to give him a chance. Everyone deserves one." "Thank you, Mr. Roger. I won't let you down," Blake says, his gratitude evident. "I'm sure you won't. We'll get you set up with the necessary tools and show you around. You can start tomorrow if that works for you," Mr. Roger replies with a smile. "Tomorrow works. Thanks again," Blake says, visibly relieved. Ross turns to Mr. Roger. "I really appreciate this, Mr. Roger. It means a lot. Anytime, Ross. It's good to help out when we can," Mr. Roger says. Ross and Blake exchange a look of gratitude. Blake shakes Mr. Rogers' hand again. "All right, Blake, let's get you set up. Ross, if you want to stick around, you can help with the paperwork," Mr. Rogers suggests. "Sure thing," Ross agrees. As Mr. Rogers leads Blake to the back room, Ross follows, feeling a sense of relief and hope for his cousin's future. "I've always felt this sense of obligation towards Blake. He's my cousin. And we've been through a lot together." As he got out, Ross wanted to make things right. He thought the least, that he could do was help him get back on his feet. So, he introduced Blake to Roger, a good man who runs a painting business. Mr. Roger is known in the community for giving ex-felons a second chance. And he put a good word in for Blake. So hoping it would be a fresh start for him. Ross wanted to make sure Blake had a fair shot at rebuilding his life, just like he did. It's just not about owning him. It's about making amends and trying to help someone find their way when they're starting all over again. But later that weekend, things began to do a little turn. So later that weekend, Emma and Ross gives Tyler a birthday party in the backyard. The backyard was alive with colorful decorations and a large happy birthday banner floating in the summer breeze. Children dashed around, playing games and laughing, their joyous noise blended with the upbeat music. A table was laden with birthday treats, a beautiful decorated cake, and balloons of every color. Ross and Emma, they mingled with the guests, smiles plastered on their faces as they greeted everyone. Their young son, Tyler, he sat in the center of a circle of friends, tearing into presents with infectious excitement. So at the end of the yard, Blake appeared, hesitating. He held a wrapped gift, glancing around to take in the festive atmosphere, and spotted Ross and Emma, busy with party preparations. Noticed Blake too, her face tightening with concern. Blake approached Ross, his voice tentative. "Hey, Ross, I brought something for Tyler." Ross smiled, taking the gift. "Blake, thanks for coming. That's really nice of you, Tyler. I think he's really gonna love it." Blake nodded, looking around. "I didn't want to miss his birthday. I hope it's all right." As Blake handed over the gift, Emma walked over, her face a mix of surprise and unease. "Honey, I didn't realize Blake was coming," she said, trying to keep her composure. Ross looked at Emma, trying to reassure her. I thought it'd be okay. Blake wanted to make a gesture. I figured it was a chance for him to be a part of things." Emma's voice was tight, trying to stay calm. I understand that, but this is Tyler's birthday party. I didn't expect Blake to be here, especially given our past. Blake shifted uncomfortably. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I just wanted to give Tyler a present and say hi. Ross tried to mediate. Emma, I know this is unexpected, but Blake's trying to make a fresh start. I thought we could give him a chance to be a part of things. Emma's anger flared. It's not just about giving him a chance, Ross. It's about our family. We worked so hard to create a safe, stable environment for Tyler. I'm not sure having Blake here, especially without any heads up, is the best idea. Blake's voice was sincere. I get it. I really do. If this is too much, I can leave. I just didn't want to miss out on celebrating with Tyler. Ross turned to Emma, getting gently pleading. Can we try to give him a chance today? It's just a birthday party. If it feels too uncomfortable, we can handle it. Emma took a deep breath, trying to calm down. I just want Tyler to have a good day. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet, but if Blake stays, let's keep things low key and focus on Tyler. Blake nodded, looking apologetic. Of course, I'll keep to myself. I just enjoy the party with everyone. Ross appreciated Emma's effort. Thanks, Emma, and thanks, Blake, for understanding. Let's just make this a good day for Tyler. Emma gave a reluctant nod, trying to mask her discomfort. Blake stepped back, standing quietly at the edge of the group, keeping his distance. Emma whispered to Ross, her worry evident. I hope this doesn't create more tension. I'm just worried about how this might affect the party. Ross softly reassured her, I know. Let's focus on Tyler today. We'll deal with everything else later. Emma took a deep breath and forced a smile as she re-engaged with the guests. Ross gave Blake a reassuring nod before turning his attention back to Tyler and the party. The atmosphere remained upbeat, though a subtle tension lingered in the air. Later that night, the living room was dimly lit. Remnants of the birthday party scattered around. Emma paced back and forth, her frustration evident, while Ross sat on the couch, looking tired but determined. The mood was tense. I can't believe you invited Blake to Tyler's party without telling me. It was supposed to be a special day for him, not a platform for Blake to make some kind of statement, Emma said angrily. Ross defended himself. I didn't invite him. I just didn't think it was fair to exclude him after he made the effort to come. He's trying to turn his life around. Emma was frustrated. It's not about excluding him, Ross. It's about our family's safety and well-being. We have a lot at stake here. And Blake is at the reminder of a past we worked hard to move on from. Ross arose from the couch. I understand that, Emma, but I thought we could give him a chance to prove he's everything. He's trying to do better. It was just a birthday party, not a life-changing decision. Emma crossed her arms, her voice filled with emotions. It wasn't just about the party. It was about the message it sends. It's about our stability. And honestly, I felt uncomfortable with him there. I don't trust that he's really changed. And it's made me uneasy to have him so close to Tyler. Ross sighed, trying to explain. I know you're worried. I felt uneasy too, but I wanted to give him a chance to show he's trying to make amends. I thought it was worth the risk. Emma's voice broke slightly. It's not just about taking risks, Ross. It's about our family, what's best for us. We can't keep living in the shadow of our past mistakes. We need to protect what we've built. Ross raises his voice slightly, his frustration showing. I'm trying to balance our past with the present. I know it's not easy, but I also want to be fair. Blake is part of the past, and if he's genuinely trying to make things right, I think we owe it to ourselves to at least hear him out. Emma's anger flared again. Hearing him out is one thing, but this was not the time or place. We had a party for our son, and Blake's presence was a distraction. It took away from what was supposed to be a joyful occasion. Ross calmed down, his voice softened. I didn't mean it for it to overshadow Tyler's day. I genuinely thought we could manage it, but I see now that it was a mistake to not discuss it with you first. I should have considered your feelings more. Emma softened slightly, accepting his apology. I just need to know that we're on the same page. That's our family's well-being comes first. I don't want our past to interfere with our future. Ross reached out to her, his voice sincere. I agree. Our family comes first. I'll be more mindful of that moving forward. I should have communicated better and respected your concerns. Alma nodded, her voice calming. I appreciate that. It's just hard to see him so subtly back in our lives, especially when we work so hard to move on. I need to feel secure about our choices. Ross held her hands, his voice steadily. I understand. Let's make sure we're always in sync about these decisions. I want us to be united in protecting our family and our future. Alma sighed, her voice filled with determination. Okay, I'm willing to work through this. I just need to know we're making the right decisions together. Ross looked relieved, his voice filled with gratitude. Absolutely. We're in this together. I promise we'll handle things with more consideration from now on. They shared a moment of understanding, their earlier tension beginning to dissolve. Ross pulled Alma into a hug, and she leaned into him, both finding solace in their shared commitment to their family.